Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel Spirituality from Soul. In my today's video, I will talk about how people and places influence the energy or energy levels in the body, in our body. So, let me start with the phase when before I started meditation and I was introduced with meditation in my life. So, but um, we were so much into materialistic life, like job, house, all those materialistic things. I need to buy a car, I need this car, I need that car, I need this type of house, I want such type of clothes, I want to go for pubbing, like I want to go for pubs in the evening and things like that. So you're so much involved in the materialistic world. So, and obviously other other people's behavior, whether it will be people, whether those people are from your workplace or your family members, so all those their behaviors and the emotions affect us a lot. And um, it's they because they are kind of affecting our energy levels, but we don't really understand that. we only thing we only The only thing we know is like, you know it, we are feeling sad because something has happened, or it just the emotions are very high. And so if I'll give you an example, that will probably make more sense. So say for example, I had an argument with someone at work, or maybe at home with my family member, or with my husband, say for example. And when you had an argument with someone, obviously it just you feel very irritated after that. And so basically your energy levels will go down, which obviously we don't know that it is to do with the energy, but it has really affected my energy. I'm feeling tired because I'm so much full of emotions. I don't feel like doing anything, I don't feel like eating anything, I just want to be on my own because I'm so upset, I'm so irritated, and things like that. And the people have influenced that, the other person has influenced my energy, you know even though we don't know what energy is, but yeah, but for us it means like the other person has affected my emotions and things like that. And and if you remember also, like there are occasions where you're feeling low, where you're feeling extremely, like you have no idea why you're feeling like that, but something must have affected us. And again, this has also affected our um, emotions and our like my energy levels. But because you're not into meditation, so you have no idea that all these emotions and things are to do with the energy. Now after I started meditation, that's when I realized that what whatever flows in our body is basically the energy levels. And some days we have very high energy and some days we have very low energy. Now if I talk about how, um, like what things affect our energy levels, say for example, too much of technology. um, so I'm using a lot of my mobile. Okay, so even mobile energy goes down if we use it a lot. Okay, so if a mobile battery, which I'm calling it as energy, so mobile battery goes down, so obviously it affects our energy level as well, because we are using too much of technology. And also what really matters is what I'm watching on mobile. Say for example, I'm watching some crime series or maybe a horror movie or something. So if I watch one episode where I saw some serial killer has killed many people, he has tortured them, and then things like that. And because that is going to influence me a lot. Obviously, if you saw something like this, it affects you. It basically affects your mind, it affects your emotions as well. And sometimes some people take a lot of time to come out of this kind of stuff. And after I watched it, it will stay in my conscious mind for quite some time. and and that will drain a lot of my energy as well. All the energy which I'm trying to gain from meditation has, like, and kind of lost my energy by watching something like this. So if I'll give you another example here. So I met someone, and like my friend or my colleague, and my colleague wanted to talk to me, and that's when we decided to have a conversation. Then that person is going through a lot of, like, say for example, emotional stress, and he shared all those, say for example, personal problems with me. Obviously that person's vibes or energy are kind of negative, and and uh, and he has kind of transferred all his negative vibes into my body as well. Because when you spoke to someone, and if that person is your close friend or something, and if that person is going through some emotional stress, then obviously it's affect, as a as a human being also, it affects you as well. So um so I've received all the negativity from that person, and that has affected my energy level as well. Maybe I was in a very cheerful, happy mood before, and after that conversation I have become sad as well, you know. So it's so somewhere in my heart, like, those negative emotions are sitting inside, and that probably has come up, or they appeared after I had that conversation with the other person. So this has affected. So this is how we transfer energies between different, between with each other. And so sometimes we take doesn't take us long to judge the other person. So like I give you an example here. If I was a judgmental person, I would have, like, I would have just said few bad things to that person. And but and I have no, like, if that person hasn't shared all his things with me, then I have no idea what that person is going through. So that's why in my many of my previous videos I've said that never judge a person, because you have no idea what that person is going through. And that's exactly what the spirituality and um, meditation teaches us, that you should always be um, you should always, like, never judge a person, and always be love and take care. You should always have that take care feeling towards the other people, because sometimes the other person is going through something which you have no idea. And if you make a judgment, then it's kind of, you are you're doing a wrong thing. So in spirituality we should love every other person, whether that person is positive or negative. We can't really change the person, obviously. um it just, it will help you to stay calm as well. Okay, so, like, since I have started meditation, I've seen a lot of difference in myself. I don't really get angry a lot, or a lot means, like, I don't really get angry anymore. My mind always stays calm. If something happens, and if something, like, someone is you know telling me something, that they are going through emotional stress or things like that, like my family member or someone, then it I won't say it doesn't affect me, it does affect me. But when you do meditation, that's the lesson you learn, that you have to stay calm in every situation. And I try to pass on my positive vibes to the other person, so that the other person feels better. And it is important. Obviously I can't tell the other person to do meditation or to come into spirituality, because in spirituality this is not our decision, that who wants to, who wants to join this, like you want to join this spiritual journey. And meditation, like I can't force anyone to do meditation, because maybe you are enjoying the meditation, but your family member doesn't, they don't want to do meditation. Obviously I can I can say good things about it. I can maybe request them, or once or twice, then why don't you start do meditation with me and things like that. But obviously at the end of the day, it is their decision whether they wants to do it or not. So yeah, so again, we can't force anyone to meditate. And likewise, I'm giving an example of how we transfer energies between person. In the same way, we also transfer energies with the places as well. So say for example, I went to a hotel or somewhere, and that hotel, sometimes we read about these haunted hotels and things like that. So I went to a hotel, and that hotel maybe had a history which I have no idea about. And I went there, I stayed there for a night, and I just did not feel very good. And I had those, those negative vibes over there, negative energy, negative feeling over there. And when I come back home next day, am feeling very, very drained out. And initially, which I have no idea why I'm feeling like that, but obviously, when you go little higher in your spiritual journey, you get those intuitions from the universe that you went somewhere, and that place was not good enough. So obviously then I'll do some meditation. I'll try to come out of it. So likewise, if we can transfer energies between people, we can also transfer energies from the places as well. So even like I had a few days ago, I went to London. I stayed there in a hotel. Even though the hotel was really, really nice, but whole night, that night, it was a very, how do I say, like very, I did not had a very good feeling, and I couldn't sleep whole night. I was very anxious. And I know how I passed that night, because it was very stressful. And then when next day I came back home, I was extremely unwell and tired. And I stayed unwell for next at least a week or so, because probably it was something which I had no idea, and I got that negative energy from there. So yeah, so even people and places can affect your energy level. So always make sure that you look at the good stuff. You listen to good spiritual videos in order to help you to increase your energy level, rather than your energy level going down. So, whatever you watch really matters a lot in spirituality, and I've felt it myself personally on many occasions. So, I hope you like this video, and if you want me to make another video with few more examples, then please do let me know in the comments box below. And if you like this video, then please leave it a feedback as well in the comments below. And if you like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And if you have any more questions or anything, please do let me know. And thank you for listening, and thank you very much.